Hey everyone, how y'all doing today? I just thought I'd get on and I've been doing some of the lives for Cardi B and her trial, but I really don't see anything specific that I really want to talk about regarding Cardi B today. But what I do want to do is get on and engage with my viewers. I noticed that there were a lot of people asking for invites for the conversation. So, I mean, I'm looking for a specific person to be invited today. I do hope that you are going to be available. So, Dr. Dorina Shine is a channel that more or less talks about my journey through the areas of challenge, life scenarios, and how I received my educational status. Now, I don't really say that titles mean too much to me. They really don't. They don't mean as much to me as the action and the morality that is taken from the experience, from the expectation. And so with that being said, my goal here is to engage with individuals. I'm not looking for relationships. I'm not looking for, people coming into my DMs talking witchcraft and buffoonery. I'm not looking for that. I'm not looking for a life coach to help me secure future success. I'm not looking for that. I'm looking for individuals who are specifically targeting their own life path, their own life journey, and they need someone to kind of bounce ideas off of, kind of maybe look at life from a different perspective. I'm a very serious oriented person. I believe in education. I believe that ignorance ignorance is not a defense. I believe that everyone has their own way and integrity of learning from right where they are. I don't believe that people need to be judged by another. I don't believe that people need to be dictated. A dictatorship. Education is not a dictatorship, and you do not have to go to college and become, take out all these loans and take out all these things that makes you who you are. You are who you are based upon how you maneuver through this world, how you get through life. Also, it's about figuring out next moves, perspectives. We're in a new day and time. Welcome, everyone. I'm going to get to the invites in a minute. We're living in a day and time where it is vitally important to know which way you're going. Where are you headed? Where are you headed? Because this life is going to make you see things that you're supposed to see. Okay, so who is this? Who do I want to invite? Let me see here. I am looking for someone specific. If you can put the person who wants to be invited, if you can put your topic of what it is you would like to discuss being invited on the show. I don't know you, so I don't know. I don't know what you're representing. So I got to make sure that you are who you're going to be when you get live. Okay. But anyway, that's what this process is all about. This process is about finding out who you are through the acknowledgement of realizing that you yourself hold the keys to whatever success you want to provide for yourself. That includes positive or negative, because we all have both sides. We have a negative energy and we have a positive vibration. So it's up to us how we use it. How are you using your idealism on life, on what you came to this world to do? I believe everyone has an Akashic record and an agreement that was submitted at birth to come to this planet to do what was already determined that you would come here to do. Now, many of us, we forget because we go through that portal. We got to look at the experiences that has landed us into positions to whereas our parents may have distracted us through drugs and alcohol or engaging with the wrong energies. And we get distracted when we come to the planet, and now we're around a lot of toxicity. We're around a lot of chaos. But something activates within us, and that creates what we're here to do. We got to remember what it is. We definitely have to remember. We have to remember. Okay, let me see here. Did anybody say anything of what? Okay. Encourage your viewers to go live. Let me see. I got to put these on here. You gotta excuse me. That's why I like to put the camera the opposite way, because then that way you can see and I can see better, because these little writings and stuff, and then it's all based upon the color you have on. Hey, Mary. Hope everybody's doing good. So basically, that's what I wanted to get on this live to more or less say. If you want to be on my live, all you got to do is DM me on this TikTok channel right here. Say, hey, I want to go live. I want you to invite me. When are you going live again? So then that way I can get to know a little bit about who you are. I don't want to just let strangers just come on my channel, because that can shut me down. You know what I mean? I have no idea who you are. I don't know if we're not friends. I did see Chameleon. I'm looking for you, Chameleon. I saw you yesterday on the Cardi B live, and I wanted to invite you, but I started talking and a whole bunch of stuff just started happening afterwards. By the time I got back on, it was like you had gone, I think. So I'm getting more and more attentive to the TikTok opportunities here and how to run this live and different things like that. I'm also on YouTube. Now, I was moving on Facebook as well under Dr. Dorina Shine. You can go there as well. You can join me over there. I will be going live September the 6th at 6 p.m. And if you want to be a part of that live on Facebook, I have a more following over there. I'm going to have an individual who will be a part of, as a special guest. They're going to talk about college years with me, because her and I went to college together. And then I have another gentleman who is going to be talking about how I've helped assist him in his connection with me as Dr. Dorina Shine. So I would love to see some of my familiar faces over on Facebook under Dr. Dorina Shine. You can go over there and you can like that page and then get notified when I go live September 6th. It is a private live. So if you want to be on it, you got to DM me and let me know so I can send you the link. Okay. Welcome, everyone. Welcome, welcome, welcome. So yeah, so that's what I really wanted to get on. I wanted to also share with you guys that I do spiritual awareness intervention. I will never reach out to you and say, hey, I see your life is going a certain way and you need my assistance. And had someone say that to me yesterday, and I'm like, wait a minute, hold up. Who are you? You're a stranger. You should never use your spiritual gifts by going into someone's direct message box, telling them what they need. That right there, it sounds like a scam, a hit up for money. A hit up for money to me. That's what it sounds like. So don't think that you're going to come over here and do that and it's going to work, because it's definitely not going to work. I exactly know who I am. I know where I came from. I know what I've experienced, and you and no one else can take that away from me. So I'm just letting you know it's going to be a waste of your time. And I have no idea why people do that over here on TikTok, but I'm beginning to see more and more of that happening. I'm beginning to see more and more people portraying to be whatever. I mean, listen, we're in a day and time where you should not be behaving like a 10-year-old and you're a 40-year-old person or a 30-year-old person. It just doesn't look right. It doesn't work with the stamina of who we're becoming as a true human being. You know, it's like put the mindset to something that's going to benefit society. Put your mindset at a place where you're going to be able to make a decision. Many people don't even know the process to making a decision. They don't even realize that there are 3 to 4 different perspectives or processes you need to go through in order to get a perspective to make a decision. They don't even know that. They don't know it. All they know is what they've been taught. And when you sit back and you look at other people and you find out where they come from, you find out who they are, and you find out where they have originated from, some of that stuff is not going to be able to fly. Everybody is not as dumb as people intend or think that they are. They're not as dumb as others want them to be. So we should be very mindful, especially, when it comes down to individuals who are from another country. We have different verbiage. We have different boundaries there. You just don't just jump in and assume that you're going to take position and then you're going to get everything you want from someone. You have scammers all over this world. And I'm not just saying from other countries. I'm saying right from within the United States of America. Literally have to lock up credit card accounts because you have scammers contacting you to be certain representatives of companies that they've scammed and gotten information from just so they can get $30. And they're not even who you're paying it to. You're not paying it to the authentic original company. You're paying it to a scammer. These are things, this is why I don't go over to WhatsApp. This is why I don't give pertinent information to other people. I'm just letting you know. Because there are a lot of people that have gone astray from people even promising them money. Oh, you've won this. No. If I haven't even applied for anything, how am I going to win something? These are the things that people need to be very mindful of in today's world, because that's what's keeping scammers think that they're scamming someone. But you don't know what government official is watching other people. I want you to check out some people online that I've been getting, information about. There's this guy who plays to be a musician. Now, I kick it with the musician. I like some of the guy's music. I'm really into it. But I know this is not the true, genuine musician. Because if it was, why would they need to have to recreate a page with 100 people who like it, just to talk to you in the DM to tell you to go over to WhatsApp? For what? For what? Scamming and scheming. It is easier to get a job working at McDonald's. It really is. Or landscaping. Or leaf blowing. It's better to be authentic and original with your morality than it would be to sit there and scam someone who is working very hard and diligent for what they have. And then they sit back and they make the decision that this is what they're going to do to this person. There's an EBT scam literally going on all across America. Electronic benefit transfer. Electronic benefit transfer is specifically for needy families. And you mean to tell me these scammer, low-life individuals who have nothing to do with themselves, they have no, but they're smart. If you're so smart, why not work for the federal government? And because the morality is not there. I'm just letting you know. Only because I had been hacked, tried to be scammed, but I was smart enough to make sure that I didn't fall for the scammer stuff. I'm going to ask you questions. I'm going to ask you a question. I'm going to ask you, well, who are you from? Well, if you're from my electric company, if you're from my gas company, then here's what I want you to do. I want you to give me your 4-digit code to your identification. So that way, when I contact my electric company or my gas company, I'm going to specifically ask them if you work for them. I'm going to specifically ask them, did someone call specifically from this electric company? If you're a business, the last thing you should be doing is getting scammed by someone saying that you owe them something. You should have contact and initiation with your payroll department, so you know what QuickBooks you're really connected to. See, we have to be responsible. We have to be accountable. So I'm just on here just talking, but let me see here. Yeah, so let me see. Yeah, so if you want to be part of this live, I probably will go on. I want to start going on at 6 p.m. in the evening, Eastern Standard Time. I want to go on at 6 p.m. and just have a live conversation. Y'all have to, bear with me with my ability to learn how to work this TikTok. But yeah, so if you want to do that, DM me. That way I can talk to you. We can kind of get a feel of who we are, so I know who's online, who's going online, and what you're going online for. I have never asked someone to just join a live just because they're on the live. Like, what is the reason for coming on the live in the first place? I mean, you don't even know what we're talking about. Like, this was just a random. So who would want to go live with me for what purpose? That's why you have to DM me in order to get live over here, because I don't want to be, having no issues with TikTok. I don't want that issue, right? Also, let me see. Finally, let me see. Okay. And then I want to also talk to you about the legalities of ignorance not being a defense. If you know that you have been wronged or something has taken place, or you just want to vent and you want to share, situations that have occurred and happened to you, so that other people will understand that they're not alone when it comes down to criminal misbehavior, criminal misconduct, hit me up in the DM, because that's another area that I want to speak around. And I want to tie spirituality with that, because what will happen is you'll find that when you are feeling good in the heart, when you feel good about yourself, when you feel good that you have made the right decisions in your life, even if you make a few mistakes, it does not matter, because what you're finding is that you're going to have a better result. You're going to have a better conclusion of what it is you are searching for when you search within. When you go within you and you find yourself, no one can tell you, no reader, I don't let everybody read me. I'm sorry. Just like I don't call everybody my friend, because how can you be my friend when you don't even know me? You don't know me. I don't care if you watched every single one of my videos. You do not know me, because there's other intricate parts that make me who I am today, right? So I'm not a lonely person, and I don't believe anyone in this day and time should be lonely. When you have nothing but research at your fingertips, if you use that effectively, if you use it wisely, you're going to find solutions. You're going to find friendships. You're going to find connections. And then, too, one thing about life I've learned after putting boundaries up, I have learned that it's going to take some time to get to know me. You know what I'm saying? Like, it should take time to get to know you. If you're just jumping into something, why? Why? Have you thought about it? Have you thought about who another person could possibly be? You know, I see people getting married within months of knowing each other. I see people, moving in with people within years of knowing each other. And I'm like, whoa, people are so stuck on being. I don't know. I think it's just the chase of the chase to see what you can get, to see who you can inspire to. You got to remember there's a lot of narcissists in this world. So if there are narcissists in this world, why would people just jump and believe everything someone has to say about them? I could tell you I am anybody. I could tell you I'm anything. But if you don't get to know me, then I could be anyone. And this is why I don't just jump and take on everybody's, stories or anything like that. Welcome, everyone. Welcome. So, yeah, if you want to be a part of Dr. Dorina Shine TV here on TikTok, this is what my channel is all about. Now, we can sit here and we can talk and we can, chop it up all day if you want to. But it has to be equivalent to what I'm bringing to the table. So go back and do your research on who I am. Check out my criminal case. Check out my doctoral process. Check out the title in which I create for myself. You can look Dr. Dorina Shine on all social media platforms. Also, there is no other Dr. Dorina Shine, just Dr. Dorina Shine. That's it. No asterisk, no numbers behind the name. I am exclusively the real deal, Dr. Dorina Shine. It's on Gmail. It's on different areas, and this is the only one. This is the only place you'll be able to get in touch with the real me. I won't reach out to you for anything, whether to do a reading on you, whether to do business development, whether real estate, whether whatever. I do a lot of different things. I am affiliates to top businesses, nonprofits, for-profits, and I also have my consultation services. That's what I do here. So if you get scammed and you didn't come to Dr. Dorina Shine and that's it, all lowercase, hashtag Dr. Dorina Shine, it's only one. So if you get scammed by someone playing to be who I am, then you can't come to me for anything. I don't owe anybody anything. So yeah, I just wanted to, let me see what's up here. It says Magic Brands invite you to co-host. Okay, I don't know. Okay, who is Magic Brands? Who are you? And how do we co-host? Let me see here. Let me see. So I have to continue to keep going on to TikTok, and as I grow, all of this will start to make sense, and discernment is going to start loading up information, and people are going to start DMing me, putting reasons why they want to be invited to my TikTok channel. And success is going to be our power over here. We're going to be successful over here. So when we communicate, then we are all on the same page. I feel like it's best for you to stay on the same page with me, so then that way I won't be changing the narrative. Arian Brand invites you to co-host. See, I don't know who you are, so I don't know. I don't know if I should do that. I don't know. So what I want is for, like I said, if you want to get to me, you can definitely hit me up and we can talk. But yeah, so success is power over here at Dr. Dorina Shine. And basically, I'm going on social media regularly talking about my programs, Emotional Healing Solutions. This is the program that helped save me from a 32-year criminal conviction that I didn't have to serve because something was really done horrific to me. And so this is one of the reasons why it's a very hard, it's really hard for me to, let me see. It's really hard for me to actually put people in a position where I can just automatically trust them. So no, you have to earn the trust to be, affiliated with me. And I don't affiliate with everybody. I have a very tight circle. I believe that that is how it should be, especially when you're doing your own thing. You know what I mean? Shout out to everyone who's trying to get me to co-host. I really got to look at that and figure out what that is all about. So again, if you want me to be a part of your program, what you got going on over here on TikTok, then hit me up in a DM. You see exactly where I'm at. You can send me a DM, and then I can look through it, communicate with you, and then we'll see what's going on. But anyway, I am a business developer. That is my official job duty. I'm an LLC who helps small businesses get up and running and help them to receive advertisement, just intricate workings of what you do inside of that business to be a success. And so when people come to me, the expectation is for them to be talking about success. There should be no other reason why, we should be communicating unless we're talking about how to empower, enlighten, inspire, cultivate a mission, and create a destiny that is going to help us get from A to B. Okay? Because this right here is considered an opportunity to brand your name, on social media. But back to what I was saying, as far as being, a former convicted felon turned inspirational international leader and recovery survivor and business developer and consultant and coach to those who are trying to maneuver through these dark times in life. Some people feel that it's very difficult in this world today to be able to make ends meet, different things like that. But you do not have to go the route that is illegal. Because if you can think that harsh on what to do in a criminal type way, you can think of something moral that could bring even more financial abundance to you. Okay. So I feel like in my case, I'm a victim of a lacing that created a devastation, that created an argument, that created a fight, that created almost 32 years for felony counts. So I don't believe that people can just play to be your friend. If you don't have a reason or a purpose to be in my life, you're not in it. You're not in it. Because I was almost stolen a life. Something that the game of life as a success stepper is going to help empower you to know that this is what you do. This is how you maintain your life, because you got people that will see you going down a path of success and they will try to block you on purpose. And this is why, no, I'm gonna vet you all day. I'm gonna sit back and I'm gonna observe you. And if it seems like we get along, if it seems like it's a possibility that something could result in a connection, in a link, in a perspective, then yeah, I got you 110%. Because what I'm gonna do is open you up to the awareness of the things that should be taught to us at a very young age. We should know certain things from kindergarten. I was just doing a podcast earlier today, and I said, wouldn't it be a wonderful world if we were taught how to be moral, taught how to find the value of self before the game of life starts coming in and bullying the scenario? Oh, they're depressed. Oh, they're grieving. Oh, they just lost someone. Let me see how I can scam into their lives to take what they have while they're even grieving, while they're even going through a detriment. What happened to people? People have become so, I use the term the Tin Man. They've become 10 man down, Tin. The Tin Man that didn't have a heart in The Wizard of Oz. They became the Tin Man to me. It's ridiculous how cruel people can be for $1. They work hard as hell for that dollar. When if you think about it and you use your moral intellect and your moral compass, you may just find something that's going to sustain you and create generational wealth. But many people don't know that. They don't even understand it. They can't comprehend it. So who am I? I just digressed. So yeah, y'all, that's what I want to say. Thank you everyone for being here. So I've been talking for about maybe 2.5 hours. So I'm going to get off now, but I just wanted to just tap in and say hey to, those of you who has joined Dr. Dorina Shine. I hope that this has helped you in some way, because this is all I am. This is all I know to do. This is all I can do. So if you feel inspired, so inspired to want to come on and you would like to be a guest on the show, on here, we can do a podcast, 6 p.m. We can kick it. We can talk about what our topic is and leave it and just let the universe do the rest. I'm a universalist. I believe in working with my ancestral energies. I believe that there are energies that have come to this planet to do its Akashic agreements. I do not believe that anyone has come here to do absolutely nothing, but if that's what you choose to do, that's fine as well. There are always going to be people at the bottom. But the people at the bottom who don't try to elevate themselves, don't get pissed at the people who chose to go to the top of the stairs. Don't get envious and don't sit back there and try to swap a life because you didn't choose to do it. When you recognize you see somebody on the top of the stairs, that took hard work. Shout out to Red Lotus Music. I think you are a phenomenal young man. I would love to have you on my channel, and there's somebody personating you, I believe. But you're not going to get me. Red Lotus is a good dude. Good music, young, vibrant, spectacular, incredible, creative. So, Red Lotus, I'm going to send this to your management page. And I want you to make sure that you're not being scammed, because I didn't. I don't just believe that someone's going to make something that they can't produce as a manager. The real Dr. Dorina Shine is not going to produce a fake page being Dr. Dorina Shine. That is an actual scammer. Scammer all day. All right, everyone. So again, if you want to get with me, hit me up in the DM. I'm going to be back on, I want to say Sunday, 6 p.m. I ain't doing nothing. Hell, I might as well do it. I might as well come on and just chat with y'all. So I hope you really enjoyed this. And if not, I'm sorry. If so, continue to like, follow, and I'll follow back. And you have a great rest of your weekend. It's a long weekend. Hey! So don't forget to have some fun. All right. Peace.